What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. Oh man, what a day!
Face and hit your chick, bro. Sad days. Look at this man ways. I blast K's in the last days. Make the government cascade. Last day, break. Hey, from the UK, yeah, I'm making a smile. Let me get rid of the crime. Bring it down to the show you what the revolution about. Flow cold, and I'm making the rhyme. Put your hands in the air if you feeling it now. Little soul flows cold, if you feeling it now. Put your hands in the air, get your head and get down. Little soul flows cold, it's the lyrical sound. Hurricane come through when I'm getting the crowd. Little soul flows cold, if you feeling it now. Put your hands in the air, get your head and get down. Little soul flows cold, it's the lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crowd. Trying to fix my destiny, bring the best of me. No discrepancies, but the government keep on testing me. They want the less of me. I'ma hit them so heavily. Haven't seen the bullet shoot through you when you're parakeet. Living clarity, been through therapy, get the charity, not the revolution. Here they say you're scaring me. Just participate, no rolling with the government. You getting killed today. Don't get in no way into it, the facility. Bullets show they will penetrate. Anybody got some shit to say? Like I'm traveling on my lyrics like Amazon. What would the matters to show my girl the lavishness? She is trying to get my goddess to happiness. Just unanimous that my baby girl is the baddest chick. The one body cloud is an accident. Baby girl just betted on me. That's not an accident. Little soul flows cold, yeah, you feeling it now. Put your hands in the air, get your head and get down. Little soul flows cold, that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crowd. Little soul flows cold, yeah, you feeling it. Hands in.
Man, Chavez, never seen you before. You must be new. Salute.
Baby girl, you phenomenal. New chapter of my life, call it my chronicles. My love for you is insurmountable. Love making you feel it in your abdominal. Astronomical, yeah, I'm held accountable. Loving you so good, I'm not a scoundrel. Like a James Bond villain without the monocle. Shoot ahead of it, turn this into molecules. Everybody together, we down for whatever. We got Bonnie and Clyde, prefer nothing lesser. She got my mind spinning just like a propeller. She's the inspiration to make the flow better. Never cheating on you, girl, I know better. In the bedroom, girl, I got you so wetter. Let me dive in deep so you can float better. Hurricane be the name, girl, I control weather. Baby girl, astronomical. Pulling up on the spaceship, what we about to do? Cosplay, your foreplay, the forte. Make a private movie, watch it at 4K. She dipping my store, call it the store play. Now I'm stabbing the pussy up on her porch. Hey, she actress and a love for elegance. We are both magicians playing with elements. You are magical, we are staying compatible. In the barrel, my rabbit, you like an animal. Full go hard, we get intense. Love the look in your eyes when we get cement. Doing moves to rewrite the Kama Sutra. Look you in your eyes as I give it to you. All the bliss is gonna be limitless. And my love for you is unlimited.
I'm not about to keep going through this fucking YouTube shit. I'm done. I'm done. I'm trying to play this motherfucking music and my shit wanna fuck up. I'm done. Let's hurry me get this shit over with, so I can get the hell up out of here. This shit ain't about to keep on fucking with me. But salute everybody. Hope everybody can hear me. YouTube is fucking up. And I really do hate this fucking shit. Fuck this YouTube. Let me know if y'all hear me, man. I'm not gonna press play until y'all say y'all can hear me. Because I'm afraid this shit fucking up. Much love, Vanta. Let me know if you can hear me, because like this shit was just fucking up, and I might have to probably just say fuck it. But let me know if you hear me. I'll go on to the next track, and then I'll go off into the video. I don't know who them two new people is, but I don't trust
the Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
I know people just come up on it, so you can't hear me. Yeah. Good to see you. I'm on the second phone, so I won't be able to chime in until I get back to the main phone. Hold on, wait a minute.
Evening shadows start to play, twisting thoughts in disarray. Lights begin to gently blur as all reality blur. A distant melody takes hold, a story waiting to unfold. Slip, slide across the line, heartbeat mine. Haze takes hold. I'm losing control. Sweet haze, a deep trance, lost in this dance. Every touch a subtle fire, burning, burning, higher, higher. Judgment fades with every breath, dancing close to joyful death. Through soul twine, the moment breathe.
Snipe that
Beyond
motherfucker.
belief, beyond belief. Spin, sway, night's embrace. Stay lost in this place. Haze takes hold. I'm losing control. Sweet haze, a deep trance, lost in this dance. No turning back from what's begun, and underneath the hazy sun, on moon I can't be sure you see. Just tangled thoughts, and you and me. Every fiber pulls me in. Where does the enchantment begin?
Yep, snipe that motherfucker. Came in on that bullshit. Now these other fucking trolls up here, someone named Lynn Chavez, came in waving, said hi. Who is you? And Ice Cone look. I'm like, bitch, are you trying to roast? Bitch, you need better jokes. So yeah, snipe that motherfucker. Got time for this. I hope y'all love Star Trek. If y'all love Star Trek, y'all can say what up. But otherwise, y'all will be getting sniped. Unless y'all motherfuckers love that Academy shit. Y'all from Starfleet Academy? Y'all gotta be from Starfleet Academy for y'all coming in on some shit like this. This is real Star Trek.
What are you really?
That's real Star Trek right there. But I like Star Wars too, but Star Trek is better. So if you like Star Wars, then you saw what the fuck happened at the end of it. So are you a fan of what the fuck they did to Luke Skywalker? I hope you're not, because if you are, then you suck. Yes, I said it, because I'm a Star Wars fan too. More Star Trek than Star Wars, but come on now. Cool. You're not a fan of what they did to Luke Skywalker? Good. You don't have to get sniped today. Now let's go back to my goddess Vanta. I have to worry about the chat because if they in this bitch on that bullshit, I gotta snipe them. Salute Big Stack, what up though?
Crimson dust falls low where shadows
Shout
creep.
out to the goddess Vanta. This is her music.
Her broken dreams glow. My soul won't sleep. The screen it blurs with cinema through pleasure, pain. Eyes wide open to the grand deception of phantom touch. It beckons past all true reception. Mirage, a chamber light, fades away. No truth inside. The scent of rain on dry ground, a longing sigh, a hollow hopeful sound beneath a painted sky. Your words a spell cast upon the air, a moment meant to last, but never there. Hold tight, nothing but the grand deception of phantom touch. It beckons past all true
Smack that motherfucker.
reception.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's cool laid back tunes before I get into the Star Trek. That's what it is. For real, what the fuck is laid back tunes? You know what? Fuck it. Snipe your ass. And snipe your ass. Toss these bitches out the airlock. Have to toss them out the airlock. No one disrespects Vonta. No. Because I was actually about to ask you a question, Vonta, before I got really interrupted by these motherfuckers portal manipulating to my shit. But I meant to ask you, what's your favorite track on the on the music you did, Vonta? I was about to ask what's your favorite track. Because I play that, then we'll get off into it. I hope the motherfucker YouTube don't fuck up. Or fuck, you just want me to get to it? I'll just get to it. Fuck, I didn't even give you time to, I don't even say, because you got 6 tracks. I played your last 2 of the newest ones. I just wanted to know like which one was your favorite. Out of all the ones you did. I'm not sure. I like the vibe of them all. That's what's up. Glad you love it. I love it too. And a whole bunch of other people love it. I guess these fucking trolls don't even know what good music is or any laid back sound. I guess they listen to that bullshit. Yeah, it's nice and chill. But computer set me up.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Prepare to engage. Fuck it. Let's just go to it. Talk about holodeck.
Happens, this Trek Actually video will be devoted to an exploration of the question, is the holodeck actually more trouble than it's worth? Personally, I think this one is pretty straightforward, but this topic won the poll, so...
Get your short versions, you'll be putting the full album together for a live. That's what's up. So far, if you got 6 videos, chances are they probably close to what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You probably got like close to 30 minutes worth of music right now. It all depends on the time. It's probably like between 26 and 30. If you got 6 tracks and got 4 versions, so I'm gonna say all together, you might have like between 26 and 30 minutes. I'm just guessing a wild estimate. And I don't even know what I'm basing that assumption off of. I think based off most tracks are 3 minutes and some change, sometimes close to 4. So if it's 3 minutes and some change, you might be in between 26 and 30. I can make it up to a couple hours with the instruments. That's what's up. I might be at work when you start your live. I mean, they always start me back off on a fucking Friday. But it is what it is. They gotta do it because they do fireworks every Friday night and shit. But yeah, I think I come back on the 7th. I thought I came back on the 8th or 9th. I come back on the 7th. So that means if they want me to do prep work, I come back on the 6th. And it'll be a 8-day stretch. But yeah, let's get to it.
I'm going to do right by it. Only I don't think I'll have much to say because the holodeck, not to be confused with my functionally identical but legally distinct holographic simulator, is obviously pretty awesome. The holodeck is what you get when the writers of a sci-fi adventure series set in the far future aboard a starship capable of traveling thousands of times the speed of light in a galaxy densely populated with intelligent spacefaring species decide that concept is too limiting. What if the starship of these other intelligent species, as it flies at thousands of times the speed of light through the galaxy, also had a magic room where characters could create totally convincing virtual reality simulations of anything or anyone they could imagine? Does that open up the premise enough, you think? The holodeck is officially introduced in the first episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Encounter at Farpoint. A very similar technology called the Rec Room is shown aboard Captain Kirk's Enterprise in The Practical Joker, an episode of Star Trek The Animated Series, but that's the only time it's ever seen. In Encounter at Farpoint and the other early appearances of the holodeck, characters treat it like stunning, cutting-edge technology, not something that's been available on starships for 100 years already. So let's do what the writers of subsequent live-action Star Trek shows have usually done and pretend the animated series didn't happen unless we need to refer to it for a super nerdy callback or something. The question that comes to my mind about the holodeck isn't, is it more trouble than it's worth, but how does anyone get any work done? The locations, objects, and people simulated by the holodeck are depicted as seeming utterly real to the flesh and blood people who interact with them. I know people have said that artificial intelligence will be humanity's final invention, but if we invent convincing, totally immersive virtual reality first, I think we might just stop there. Holodecks can create interior and exterior locations. They can simulate all kinds of weather and environments. They can bring fictional characters to fully interactive life, and they can even recreate real people. More than anything else we see in the Next Generation era of Star Trek, the holodeck is proof of just how far humanity has progressed. These must be disciplined, dedicated people, because not only are they not spending every waking moment living out their fantasies in the magical dream room, almost every time we see a character wanting to use the holodeck, there's one available. You mean there's not even a waiting list? Our species truly has evolved. The holodeck isn't without its flaws, of course, but many of those flaws are due to inconsistencies in how the technology is portrayed in the various shows. For example, it took the producers of Star Trek The Next Generation a couple of years to really nail down what the rules were as far as what happens to stuff created in the holodeck when it leaves the holodeck. In the early seasons, we see things like Wesley exiting the holodeck still soaking wet with holographic water, or Picard taking a holographic snowball in the face despite the fact that he is standing outside the holodeck at the time. Or Data taking a sheet of paper outside the holodeck, walking down the corridor with it, and showing it to Geordi. In later seasons,
that motherfucker did pull a fucking piece of paper out the holodeck and walked up to Geordi with it. I ain't gonna forget that shit.
this ability to take holographic objects out of the holodeck is retconned away.
Yep.
In the 6th season episode Ship in a Bottle, Picard explains to the Professor Moriarty that matter created on the holodeck ceases to exist once it leaves the holodeck, and demonstrates by tossing a through our way into the corridor. The book instantly vanishes. Of course, if you can't abide consistencies like that, you can suppose that in the early seasons of TNG, the holodeck was able to use matter replication to create simple objects people were likely to interact with, like water or snow or pieces of paper. And because these objects were replicated rather than holographic, they could be taken outside the holodeck. And you can further suppose that after Picard ate that snowball, which was about halfway through the first season,
I would have beat Wesley ass. Wesley, go to your room. But Captain, go to your room, Wesley. And shut up, Wesley. Wait till your mother get there. She could be like, Captain, what happened? Your fucking son threw a snowball at me from the holodeck. I'm just getting off the elevator. You think I want to get hit with a fucking virtual snowball walking up a fucking hallway? And why is the holodeck in front of the goddamn elevator? Shut up, Wesley.
He called engineering and was like, look, you need to change the settings or something so it only makes holographic stuff from now on, because I'm the captain of the Starship Enterprise, and I shouldn't have to worry about getting face washed when I step out of a goddamn elevator across from the holodeck. Since it was a low priority task, it took engineering a little while to complete the modifications on all of the Enterprise's holodecks, which is why we still see the odd holodeck object able to be carried away intact. But by the time Moriarty shows up for the second time in Season 6, the problem has long since been taken care of, and what is created on the holodeck stays on the holodeck. There.
Meaning they retcon the shit, but on some Trek techno babble, it could be debunked by, just change the settings. Just change the settings. Just change the fucking settings. Even though it's retcon like a motherfucker, but we'll let it slide as Trekkies. All right, they just change the settings. It ain't the same no more. But we all know that shit was retcon. Moriarty was a good episode too. Professor Moriarty.
That explains it. The cracks in the reality of the made-up TV show about aliens and future astronauts have been repaired, so you can relax now. Okay? Well, sorry this one was so short, but like I said, this one's kind of a no-brainer. I talked about how great the holodeck is, cracked a few jokes, ridiculed my fellow Trekkies. I think that'll just about do it.
Yo, Monk. Get your ass back here.
This concludes my presentation.
Nope.
Computer and program.
Nope. Keep that
Nah,
motherfucker
bro.
in there.
Computer and program.
Nope.
Exit.
You gotta
Nope.
talk about the motherfucking
Arch.
bad side of the holodeck.
Computer?
Control,
done.
Alt, Delete.
Alexa?
Siri?
This nigga sat down his computer, hit Control,
Think
Alt,
so.
Delete.
Sit back down. Control Alt Delete. That ain't work.
So, seems we have a bit of a situation.
You damn right.
That's okay. These things happen.
Talking about the
They
holodeck.
happen on Star Trek from time to time. And when the holodeck went all screwy on Star Trek, the solution was usually to play the scenario program all the way to its conclusion. Then the program would end automatically and everything was fine. This program was created by one of my Trek Actually videos. Which means I haven't completed this video yet. All I have to do is finish making this video, the computer will end the program, and I can get out of here.
Yay!
No problem. I'll just keep talking about the holodeck. In fact, I just now thought of something I forgot to mention before. Kind of a counterpoint to the whole the holodeck is awesome case I presented.
Right.
The holodeck is still, even if the bad shit happens. It's like Hurricane. Are you really excited about this? Yes. We're all gonna die. I know, but we're going to get out of this bitch alive. Trust me. Like, how do you know? Because bitch, I read. Now follow me. Kia, bitch.
Good points, the holodeck, and it seems this distinguishably different but suspiciously similar holographic simulator has a tendency to
Malfunction.
malfunction. Now that I think about it, the holodeck has been going haywire since before it was even officially introduced. Remember that episode of the animated series I mentioned, The Practical Joker? In that show, the Enterprise passes through a mysterious energy field that causes its computer to start playing pranks on the crew. When Dr. McCoy, Sulu, and Uhura enter the rec room, the computer sets a pitfall trap for them in a forest simulation and later subjects them to some life-threatening winter weather. So in the very first appearance of something like a holodeck that wasn't even called a holodeck yet, it goes all screwy and tries to kill the people in it.
Now that's fucking crazy. When the shit first pops up, it wasn't even called the holodeck yet in the animated series. I ain't watched the animated series. This shit was still before my time. But like, you know, the first holodeck tried to kill him. Oh shit.
Now, for the purpose purposes of the fiction of this video, I never noticed that before. The first proper holodeck episode of a Star Trek series is in season 1 of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's one of the better episodes from that very uneven first season. It even won a Peabody Award for exemplifying a new standard of quality for first-run syndication. Maybe the fact that it was so warmly received is what compelled the producers of Star Trek to treat it as the template for pretty much every other holodeck episode.
God fucking damn it. They froze my fucking chat. Wait a minute. All right. It just happened late. Okay, cool. Fuck the UI. Fuck the UI on this YouTube. At first I thought my chat was frozen. Now it just popped up. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Cause that shit, woo-wee. Just what you thought.
Followed. As I'm sure most of you already know, the episode I'm talking about is called The Big Goodbye.
The Big Goodbye.
Already know, the episode I'm talking about is called The Big Goodbye. So the Enterprise is on its way to meet with this species called the Gerada. The Gerada are...
I hated that shit when Picard had to get back. Yo, I'm talking about the frustration of Picard. After he got done, I'm like, I know you really hate this, Picard. As soon as he was done, he said, Data, get me the fuck away from this fucking planet. He was bitching the whole day. I gotta do this speech. I gotta do this speech in another language. I gotta do this speech in another language. Troy, like, go let off some steam in a holodeck. Right. So again, I don't even know what I just said. I don't even know the language. I don't even remember the episode, but he about to break it down. But he about to break it down now. But still, though, that shit fucked me up. Even when I was young and I saw that shit, I'm like, Picard, I understand why you was tripping. It is another language in another tongue. Like, yo, and if you get it wrong, you can fuck it up with the Federation and that planet. It's like everything was on the line on some shit. So I'm like, I mean, like not everything on the line, like you're about to lose your life, but like, everything was on the line when it comes to making an alliance. So I'm like, oh man, this was wild.
Are very picky about matters of protocol, and Picard has to greet them in their impossible to pronounce native language without...
And like one alien, you gotta motherfucking speak to them in motherfucking argument form. You gotta act like you arguing with these motherfuckers. If you talk nice to them, it's like a sign of disrespect or some shit. I forgot the name of that alien race, but that shit is wild. I wouldn't mind being on that planet. Because you're like, motherfucker, yeah. But then I have to leave that planet for like at least 2 years to get some real needed peace and rest from yelling at everybody all goddamn day. Real shit. That should have motherfucking probably get you
flubbing a single syllable, or they'll be upset and won't want to make friends with the Federation, which would be bad for reasons. Picard has been practicing for hours, and Troy is like, you need a break. Go unwind on the holodeck for a while. So Picard goes to the holodeck, runs a program based on Dixon Hill, and he's really... So, after a brief staff meeting where the importance of nailing the greeting to the Gerada is re-emphasized, Picard gets dressed up in period costume and goes back into the program, this time accompanied by Data, a historian named Wayland, who's just along to get shot, so his imminent death can be a source of tension when everything goes wrong, and eventually, Dr. Crusher. Everything's going fine. Friends are enjoying the Dixon Hill program when a long-range probe from the Gerada scans the Enterprise, which causes the ship's systems to go all screwy. Geordi soon figures out that the holodeck is locked. No one can get in or out. Meanwhile, Wayland is shot by a character from the program. Picard and friends realize that the safety protocols have been disabled, which allows holographic bullets to be just as lethal as real ones. And Picard's like, I'll remember that.
That's what's up. I usually do the same thing. Curly in the studio just stepped out to say what up. About to go back in the studio in a minute. That's what's up. I'll be doing the same thing later, working on some music. You already know what it is. You know shit don't stop. But real shit, I do need some rest. I just had 10 days, and I still have to get up early and take care of some shit. I'm finally just now sitting down. I'm smoking good, chilling with the first lady. one. You know, I had to snipe at least 3 trolls real quick. One motherfucker said he loves Star Wars. I was gonna snipe him. You know, I wasn't gonna snipe him because like he ain't like what happened to Luke Skywalker. Then he just started, talking about what it is. I'm like, all right, no one disrespects Vanta. It wasn't no disrespect like calling her out her name. It was like no one disrespect the sound of her vibes because I'm playing her music. If y'all disrespecting the music, you got to get shot and tossed out the fucking airlock. Simple as that. God damn. In real life, I wish a nigga would. His face would get planted on wherever. I'm talking about like it was at a restaurant. Wrong. Face planted on a fucking table. At a motherfucking store, and we buying food, his fucking counter where they motherfucking do the motherfucking purchasing. Motherfucker actually at the restaurant, nigga getting tossed out the fucking window. I will throw a stack on the table. Be like, give this to the owner. Yeah, dynamite. I know. But can't let shit like that slide. And plus I can't see the trolls thing. It was like I like the trolls, but you got to be funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll keep them if they funny, but otherwise, fuck them. It's like, but real shit, keeping them around. Like if they're a good joke, it kind of takes the energy from them, takes the power from them, because they really trying to come to disrupt some shit. But what also takes the power from them is just getting rid of their ass. Like real shit. It's like, okay, you ain't about to say nothing no more, and you're not about to come back over here no more. Click, bye, toss out the airlock. Moving on. Yeah, free speech is for everyone. And my music isn't. It's all good. Same here. I feel where you're coming from. But if we was to come over here on that person platform that did that shit and do the same thing he doing, he would do the same thing to us. You feel me? So it's like, your first impression is your best impression, right? Doubt they say. So if you popping up as a fucking troll, then you'll fucking troll forever. To some people, but like people can change. People can change though. Like one person that I got rid of, like the motherfucker that I was talking about the music and shit up on another account. So I was like, okay, you serious? But at the end of the day, dude still never popped back up. When I checked my subscriber count, I checked at my list to see all the new people that subscribe to me. And I looked at their channels. I'm like, but there's shady stuff, like just like something behind the content on some of them. So I'm keeping my eye out. I got the names written down, but like at the end of the day, I just look at common sense. If I got over 1,000 fucking subs, this chat's supposed to be flooding. Feel me? I'll take it of it personally. Yo, like especially good music, especially music from my girl, you automatically should get your ass beat. Automatically. Matter if it was high school, college, or we're groaning on the street. Another thing that makes it disrespectful. Picture this is your home. You treat your YouTube channel like your house, and someone come in your house and disrespect you and your guest. What are you going to fucking do about that? You're going to toss that motherfucker out, or you're going to get someone to toss that person out for you. No one comes to your house and disrespect you. Now, if you're a person that has a sense of humor and and you cool with jokes, ain't nothing wrong. But if a motherfucker just come in, no jokes, just sheer disrespect, bitch, you gotta go. Because in real life, that brings down the tone of the party because motherfuckers are gonna be talking. Who is this motherfucker talking shit? Who is this motherfucker talking shit? Hey, yo, Kando, you the host. You know that motherfucker over there talking shit? Let's get rid of this nigga. You feel me? Real life scenario. Yo live, that's your ship, that's your house. Goddamn. It's in and out, fuck it. But I'm just saying, like, like your live is your ship, your spaceship, your house, your mansion, like whatever you see it as. No one should come in that bitch and disrespect. Simple as that, because you got to throw them out. Because if you let them disrespect, they're going to disrespect you and disrespect everybody else in the chat. But real shit, this is me personally. No one disrespect my girl or her music that I'm playing. Sit there and listen or get the fuck on. On some real shit. I know you don't say it as a big deal, but like if this was your party and someone came in this bitch disrespectful, you would have them removed or you would get them out of there. I understand, you nice, you polite, you kind and loving and caring, but motherfuckers are disrespectful and they want to motherfucking push motherfuckers buttons. Gotta be on they fucking head. My music ain't for everybody either. But but at the same time, you don't come into a person's house, you don't come on a person's ship and disrespect. Vontae, I can't help but to. I'm glad you. Thank you. But I'm tossing their ass the fuck out.
Come in handy someday.
But real shit. If.
Yeah.
Anyway, about here. Starting to sweat because the Gerada are being all pissy, want to know where Captain Picard is. So he says to Geordi and Wesley, just unplug it or something. Turn the holodeck off, we'll crowbar the doors open, problem solved. And Wesley's like, program aborts instead of being shut down properly, everyone inside the holodeck, including the real people, could vanish. What? Okay, Control-Alt-Delete did work. Meanwhile, in the holodeck, Leech, the guy who shot Wayland, comes back, and he's got the Kingpin with him. And Kingpin is like, how long have you known about Matt Murdock's other life? And Picard is like, I think you're in the wrong program? Wesley and Geordi finally get the doors to work, and the Kingpin and Leech are like, hey, let's go through the magic doors and become racketeers on the spaceship. So they walk out.
Boy, my homeboy be getting up in the voices.
Plus, their long-range scan, broke Enterprise. Are we sure these dickweeds are that important? Like I said, the big goodbye is the model for most of the holodeck episodes that followed. Characters enter holodeck expecting to have a good time, something malfunctions, holodeck tries to kill everybody. This formula is embellished a bit in the first holodeck-centered episode of TNG's second season, Elementary Dear Data, when we learn that, oh, by the way, the holodeck can also create conscious, sentient beings if you ask it to. That's totally okay and not loaded with horrifying moral implications. Since potentially lethal malfunctions happen so often when the holodeck is prominently featured in episodes, I guess it's reasonable to question whether the holodeck, as awesome as it is worth having aboard a starship. When it's not working properly, it's a threat to the safety of everyone on board. I can see how that might be somewhat of a liability. And while that is certainly a problem for characters within the reality of the show, it's also a problem when viewed from the outside. Almost immediately, the holodeck became a hook on which writers could hang every off-model, self-indulgent idea they could imagine. I'm tired of writing a space western. I want to do a literal western. Holodeck. I'm tired of just referencing Shakespeare all the time. I want to make a mini movie of a Shakespeare scene starring one of our characters. Holodeck. And it's spread beyond TNG as well. I'm so goddamn bored with this pointless series that I think it would be more interesting to devote lengthy multiple episodes to just watching the captain act out a totally unrelated gothic novel. You got it, Ms. Taylor. Holodeck. We want to drive this over a cliff by framing the series finale as taking place during deleted scenes from an episode of a completely different show. Gee, Mr. Berman and Mr. Braga, are you sure? Okay then. So yeah, I guess I was wrong. The holodeck is a crutch for lazy writing, too tempting for even good writers to resist. And from an in-story perspective, why would you want to have a magic fantasy room on your spaceship if at any given moment it could turn into an inescapable murder box? I guess the holodeck is actually more trouble than it's worth after all. This concludes my presentation.
Nope.
Computer in program?
Nope.
God damn it. I've made the case for both sides. What else can I say about the holodeck? Either characters and writers use it for wish fulfillment, or it malfunctions and threatens the ship, and usually both of those things happen, one after the other. Hell, sometimes even when the holodeck does all right for one episode, it messes things up later. Like when Geordi creates a holographic Leah Brahms to help the Enterprise escape a booby trap, becomes infatuated with Dr. Brahms through the hologram, then meets the real Dr. Brahms in a later episode who is nothing like her hologram, who eventually discovers the hologram of herself, which makes Geordi look like a sad, lonely creep. Which, wait a second, that's it! In the booby trap episode, before he develops his pathetic crush on Holo Brahms, Geordi goes to the holodeck not for recreation, but to use it as a tool to help him solve a problem. That's what I've been missing, because that's not the only time we see the holodeck used that way. In Identity Crisis, Geordi uses the holodeck to find the source of an unexplained shadow in a visual.
Yeah, that Identity Crisis, that scene was scary when he was motherfucking trying to create what that fuck that shadow was. That shit still creeps me out just a little bit to this day. But like when I first saw it, I'm like, this is some scary. Because it's like, what the fuck is that shadow? and he would just motherfucker just recreate this shit. It's like, oh shit, this shit was scary. And then like when the shit appeared in front of his face, I was like, oh shit.
In the Rashomon episode, A Matter of Perspective, the holodeck is used to illustrate the testimony of various witnesses during a hearing about whether or not Commander Riker tried to sexually assault a woman and then murdered her husband by blowing up his sex station to prevent him from reporting it. Remember that lighthearted romp through the stars? And in
Riker was
Schisms,
pissed.
members of the Enterprise crew use the holodeck.
Riker was fucking pissed. They try to motherfucking say that he was on some Diddy shit. I mean, they try to say he was on some shit and killed the husband. I'm like, they're really trying to make Riker look like a bad guy. But Riker had every right to motherfucking. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Someone did the same shit Riker did. Strangle this bitch right now. He had his hand on his head like, man, this bitch. Oh, man, they had to reenact the shit in the motherfucking holodeck. The shit was fucking wild.
To reconstruct it.
They
Now
always
that I
get back
think
to
about
that
it, the
episode.
holodeck is shown to have other practical uses too. The crews of various starships use it for training. On Voyager, Tuvok uses the holodeck to help him teach former Maquis members proper Starfleet procedures. On TNG, we see it being used as part of the bridge Geordi to his death. Goddamn, program, where he exercises and blows off steam by fighting skeletons. Finally, since I talked about the times when the holodeck malfunctions and almost kills everybody, what about the admitted fewer times when something goes wrong somewhere else and the holodeck is essential to saving the day? Like what happened in my favorite holodeck episode of any Trek series, Deep Space Nine's 4th season, and Bashir. In this episode, Dr. Bashir and Garrick are in the middle of Bashir's...
I'm not gonna lie. I remember she was a good shit because I love how the James Bond parody is. I love James Bond. You know, so like, you know, so like, but shit. Okay. All right. I hope everything is back. I hope it's back. Man, I hope everything is back.
Senior staff explodes. Eddington manages to beam everyone out just in time. Explosion overloads the transporter, trapping the crew in the buffer and forcing the computer to save their patterns until Eddington and Odo, the other main character, not
And that's
either.
crazy. That's crazy. Eddington. He betrayed you. He deceived them. Those motherfuckers blew up. If it wasn't for that holodeck being open for them to be transferred to that, man, they would have been dead. It's for sure a hero. People forgot about that part. Most people forgot about this scene. Eddington is a fucking hero. Ed is a fucking hero.
Holosuite or on the runabout are for computer memory in order to store information of the crew, and with nowhere else to put them, the computer stores their physical patterns in a holosuite's memory and incorporates their images into Bashir's program. This is a great episode for a few reasons. Firstly, it allows the cast members who are on the blown-up runabout to play their characters out of character as they assume various roles in Bashir's program. Avery Brooks given free reign to overact his ass off.
Yeah, he said overact his ass off. Avery Brooks. Fucking wrong. I don't give a fuck, but I loved it. Because like at the end of the day, man, we watched those motherfuckers blow up.
As an over-the-top supervillain is amazing. And the episode allows the writers to play with two sets of tropes at the same time. They poke fun at James Bond-style spy movies and Star Trek's holodeck episodes, so they manage to acknowledge and subvert saving the lives of
Damn. That shit. Yeah, translation, fuck you too.
save their patterns until they can be rematerialized. Eddington and Odo, the only other main character not either in the holosuite or on the runabout, are forced to wipe the station's computer memory in order to store the neural information of the crew. To put them, the computer stores their physical patterns in the holosuite's memory and incorporates their images into Bashir's program. This is a great episode for a few reasons. Firstly, it allows the cast members who are on the blown-up runabout to play their characters out of character as they assume various roles in Bashir's program. Avery Brooks given free reign to overact his ass off as an over-the-top supervillain is amazing. And the episode allows the writers to play two sets of tropes at the same time. They poke fun at James Bond-style spy movies, and they manage to acknowledge and subvert some of the tropes that by then had made Star Trek's holodeck episodes so predictable. The safety protocols are disabled again, of course, which makes the program very dangerous, but they can't just end the program because they're afraid they might lose the patterns of Sisko and the others who were in the runabout. But that is complicated by the presence of Garrick, a ruthless pragmatist who is totally willing to leave the holosuite and risk killing the others if it means saving his own life. The loss of safety protocol allows Bashir to actually shoot Garrick at one point, preventing him from leaving the holosuite and possibly saving the lives.
Yeah, Bashir, as much he's a sanctimonious son of a bitch sometimes, but him shooting Garrick, yes. If that gun was real, he'll blow Garrick's fucking head off. Like real shit. It's like, nigga, like one, these are my motherfucking friends. You are a Cardassian that worked for the Obsidian Order, nigga. I would never trust you. Ever. I'm surprised you even a tailor on my ship. Like, I'm talking about, like, honestly, like, I don't even want to motherfucking help you heal if you get shot. You know what I'm saying? That's how much, you know. But Bashir, I like how, like, open-minded he is. And, you know, and when he have his conversations with Gary, and, you know, and he asked about, like, you know, like, you're like, what was the truth and what was the lie type shit? And you like, Garrick gave him that smile and that look, and he gave his answer. I'm like, oh man, this is Garrick all day. You don't know if he's telling the truth or lying. You will never know. You will never know. But I know one thing. He did what needed to be motherfucking done to bring the Romulans into that motherfucking war. I would have loved to see what the fuck he... That shit need an episode by itself. One Romulan senator, one criminal, and the self-respect of one Starfleet officer. Now that was real Garrick right there. You know, great actor, like great fucking actor, and real shit. I wanted Garrick to die twice on that fucking show. The torture of Odo, and when he became a fucking serial fucking killer. I'm like, those are 2 times y'all should have kicked Garrick off that fucking ship. Like, yo. But even after all that, Odo still try to save this motherfucker.
Of his crewmates.
Yes. Yes, Garrick is definitely. Garrick's one of the greatest characters of the show. It's like, you know, like it's. I hated the Ferengi. Shout out to Quark. I love Ferengi now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Quark got his own house. The house of Quark. He got his own fucking house with the Klingons. Come on now. But I hate the Cardassians. But Garrick, Damar, Gul Dukat, the villain that you hate to love. You know, just like Ray Yu, but like Ray Yu is part of the motherfucking the Vorta. He's a Vorta. He ain't part of the Cardassian. But like I'm saying, like, you know, like I hated all the aliens until DS9. You know, if it wasn't for DS9, I would have hated them all. I would have hated them all except for the guy that always be at Quark's bar just chilling. You know, like except for him. Except for him, because he always chilling. I forgot his name. Norg or some shit. He always at Quark's bar chilling in the same spot. He cool. And the Klingons are cool too. It's just the I don't want to have to beat a bitch ass. Well, some of these motherfuckers are crazy. These motherfuckers are crazy. There are four lights. All right, is this? All right, let me know if y'all hear me. Yeah, Morn. Morn is a famous artist in real life. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Bashir stalling for time as Eddington, Odo, and Rom scramble to modify the Defiance transporter.
Oh yeah, and Rom. That little motherfucker watched him grow up, got in the Starfleet, ended up on the Defiant with the captain, ended up fighting on a planet, getting his leg blown off. That motherfucker is a warrior. I mean, no, that's not. Rom, like he had to learn how to build up his courage. He used to be a pussy. He got his courage built up. Now he stand up for it. Up to his brother. And then he got married. I'm like, oh shit, now he running shit. But yeah, you know, like, had to build his courage and be a man. But nah, that motherfucker became a warrior. Just like Worf's kid Xander. That motherfucker became a warrior. He was irritating before, but that's not their fault. It's TNG writers' fault for writing him like that. Don't come on, man. Motherfucker right there. Yep, R.I.P. Nagadodo. Man. Great characters in the show.
To rematerialize the trapped crew members saves the day by intentionally destroying the world in the program, realizing that his goal is for everyone trapped in the holodeck to survive rather than to defeat the evil Dr. Noah. Secret Agent Bashir lets the bad guy win. Because who cares? It's just a fantasy.
Yeah.
It's not the real thing. But sometimes a fantasy is all you need. Our man Bashir proves that the holodeck or technical can be useful in unexpected ways. If the holosuite hadn't been there, Cisco, Kira, Dax, O'Brien, and Worf would have died. The episode also demonstrates that holodeck...
And that's the whole senior fucking squad. If they all would have died, you know the shit that the Admiral got to motherfucking do. I'm trying to... Bro. Yo. The Admiral will be like, damn, I need a new captain, a new chief, a new commander, a new chief command. Oh my, this is a tragedy. It's like Eddington. Guess what? You're a new chief commander now. Odo, you upgraded to captain. You got to make Odo captain. If not Odo, the whole goddamn scene fucking fridge is fucking dead. The fucking paperwork is gonna be bad. Yes, you're right. Both great actors. Yes.
Shows don't have to be wrote by the numbers retreads of the same old formula. In the hands of motivated, creative writers, the holodeck can be utilized in ways that are clever, imaginative, even moving. As is the case in another great DS9 episode, It's Only a Paper Moon, where Nog takes refuge in Vic Fontaine's holosuite program after losing his leg in battle.
Yep,
and let's not forget about one of the best recurring characters in the entire franchise, Reg Barkley. I won't say much about him here.
Thanks, Broccoli. But back to Nog's holodeck experience. Should be back, hopefully. Two more minutes of this.
Because I did a whole video about him already. But his first two episodes of TNG.
Thanks, Broccoli. Two more minutes of this.
Because I did a whole video about him already. But his first two episodes of TNG, Hollow Pursuits and The Nth Degree, are among the best holodeck shows ever done. And two more examples of how the holodeck can be used to develop character and tell complex and emotionally satisfying stories. So you know what? I'm changing my conclusion. Back to my original conclusion. Yes, the holodeck malfunctions and turns into a murder box, but there are many technologies that aren't working properly or are being intentionally misused, but are still beneficial to our modern lives. And the potential uses of the holodeck, both practically and recreationally, are virtually unlimited. I'd say the good outweighs the bad. No, the holodeck is not actually more trouble than it's worth. It's a nice thing to have around when you're not trapped in the...
Yep.
As for me, I'm done here. Computer, shut this bloody thing off. That's better. Now the only problem is what to do with this thing. I suppose I could resell it, but after this video goes up, there's no way I'm not losing money on that deal. Maybe I can download a program for it that'll let me get some use out of it. Wow, there are so many holodeck programs on my abandonware. Oh, Toolshed. Nah, I don't have any tools. Here we go. Walk-in closet. That's the one. I'll have to tell my wife not to turn it off, just in case that would make our clothes disappear, but other than that, yeah, I think this will work. I always wanted a big-ass closet. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It was about to be the fucking computer. Take it to the fireplace. With the strawberries and whipped cream. And the sexy maid bringing us champagne. It is no ordinary love. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing, Vonda? But yeah, but later, like probably with another Star Trek clip, shit going in and out, fucking everything. They got most of the shit that they could. So like plus it's going on, like in the UK, it's 4:08 over here. So yeah, I'm gonna charge this phone up and probably do something later. Probably do it for the Detroit After Dark, like probably some more Star Trek shit. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Oh damn. Never mind. They back home. But I forgot because on the Star Trek game, like I had those on the journey and shit, and I forgot I bought them back. Because I leave them out there in space, they motherfucking grabbing shit. The motherfuckers got blew up twice. I had like some revive tokens and shit. I'm like, they ain't not blowing up this time, and I got all the resources I need. This was my Star Trek game that I was playing, on my short that I showed you. I still gotta try this shit up. Q want us to go through some crazy shit. Got enough strong ships to go through what the fuck Q want me to go through. Q want me to die. Q is sending me on crazy missions. I'm like, yo, Q, I'm not ready for this shit. Yes, I got a strong ship. It's a level 5 ship, but I need to get powerful team. I need my team upgraded to make the ship powerful. Only heard sexy champagne. You did? Okay. Yeah, but I know you about to eat. Shouts out to everybody. I'll probably see who's live and say what up and probably start working on some music. But I really wanted to, like do this other clip, man, but I don't want this shit to keep on fucking up. I'm tired of that in and out shit. I'm not about to keep on dealing with it and motherfucker fuck my whole fucking shit up. Nah. But I'm glad we got enough, and I'm glad you heard your. I need to deep breath. I see who's live, work on some music. Then I had me some fries. I might grab me some more water and Detroit After Dark tonight. I need a day off. I need a fucking year off. But like I'll be back for Detroit After Dark, or I might do something later on, like something short. Like it all depends. Shouts out to you, Vanta. Yeah, I need to watch the rest of. I need to watch the rest of the TED Tales and shit. Yeah, baby, I'm already sub. I'm like, thank you. So yeah, I get to watch some videos I missed from that. And what? Fuck it. I might just like watch the shit and clip it because I couldn't motherfucking clip it while I was out and about. But I might go back to that same video and clip some shit and probably have some HH special stories or some special reports on some shit, because I love that shit. That funny monster teddy bear is hilarious. You did, got the most of it. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It is Monday. Yeah, so basically Detroit After Dark for 2. Then you can go to the Hurricane Deck, the beach, or the diner. Yep. You're right. Yeah. I do need to relax. You're right, Vonta. 10 days is a motherfucker. 10 days is a motherfucker. But shit. Try 14 days. Try 14 days. 14-hour shifts. Traveling the country. Yeah. I've been through worser, but it's still the same level of exhaustion and ugh. But I made it. I fucking made it. But yeah. Van or get to the hotel. A long day working carnival. But yeah. 4 days and traveling up the road. Salute Milestone. What up, though? We at the end of the video. You might have to watch the playback if you're a Star Trek fan, but we just talked about the Star Trek and the holodeck. Had to snipe some trolls and shit. But I might be back later with some quick news, or some shit. I'm just on chill mode, about to roll me up a blunt. As a matter of fact, about to be 420, so like that's a good time to motherfucker smoke. Yup. So much love to my guy, this Vonta, it's our Star Trek thing. Salute Milestone. Salute Jordan. I think Branches came through. Salute Branches. Salute Big Stack. And the two people that popped up in the beginning. They said two people that popped up in the beginning. They said hi and waved, and one said what up. Lan Chavez and AKA Vision. I was gonna snipe their ass too, but they wasn't on no troll shit. And shouts out to Eyes Wide Shut for sure. Shout out to Eyes Wide Shut too. Yep. It's Jordan. Jordan is currently in the studio, so you already know what that means. Get ready for a new song. Jordan came out the booth, and what up? So I'm about to get ready to work on some music too, smoke this blunt, and give me some motivation. Make it so. All right, Vonta. Get here. Make it so. Yeah, fix me a plate, baby. Don't forget my plate. Bless the trolls and haters. The Crimson Goddess. You blessed them right after, you blessed them right before I killed them. Thank you. They think they'll have a good day. No, my God, I get to live, and they turn around and just get obliterated. Thank you, Vonta, for giving them the reassurance before their death. You give them the reassurance, I give them the receipt. Thanks, Vonta. We make a perfect team. Some people say good cop, bad cop. Nope, I'm saying the goddess just reassured them anyway. What they call it? A false sense of security. A false sense of reassurance. That's the word. Because at the end of the day, some people would think they could get away with shit, but they really don't. They really can't. And even if I don't know what's going on, somebody will come up out of nowhere and tell me what's going on. So I'm like, thank you for that. Now I know how to maneuver better. Now let's set up my force field. Let's set up my fortress. you know. But shouts out to you, Vonta. And shouts out to everybody that came through Star Trek, you know. But real shit, Vonta, no one disrespects you or your music. Simple as that. You got great music, man, because I see you singing to me. You know, like that's like me being in a crowd and somebody come up and be like, what the fuck is this shit? I just beat this ass in front of everybody and toss them out. And pay the owner. I'm like, sorry, owner, I know I fucked up your table. Here's some bread. Y'all know how the game go. So Kapla, Kumasha Vonta, and fuck the prime minister. He's a wanker. Andy Burnham, he said he was gonna double down on what the fuck going on. So he's a double wanker. You know? And Starmer, he gonna always and forever will be a bona fide wanker. Yo. And thank you, Vonta, for just being the light. You know what I'm saying? You know, just being the light in the midst of the darkness. Because at the end of the day, if I was right here where you was at, and you was the face right there where I'm at, right there with the thing, nobody would come in and disrespect your shit like that. They wouldn't even dare. But like, since it's me, you know, it's a whole new different ball game. Let's troll. But like, you know, they're never gonna troll a beautiful woman. Starmer gonna be head of NATO in 2028. He'll get his head blown off before that happens. Starmer gonna be head of NATO. What is the purpose? Don't tell me if that's true, and I'm gonna look into that. That's some good news. Because then this was just a checkbox or just a job to put on his resume. He was this, he was that, and he was prime minister. Now he about to be head of NATO? Yeah, but I gotta be the darkness in your case. Calm you down. I don't want to tell you whatever is going on is gonna be justified. I already fucking know it. I'm just gonna sit there and laugh. Be like, y'all thought I was a destroyer. Ha! You haven't seen the Crimson Goddess. I'm gonna be laughing, playing a flute like Nero. They're gonna be like, only you can stop it. Just like how they motherfucking came. But let me get. I know my shit probably fucking up. I mean, all right, Vonta, much love. Love you. Get your grill bone, get my smoke on. 420. It's a Star Trek Live 15. I catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Comply, Vonta.